Hi, Dr. Alina Kolchitsky, Boutique Bodyworks, Lifestyle Medicine, Fitness, Nutrition, and more. So, new material this month is going to be in the category of movement, and we're going to look into Tai Chi because maybe you're seeing a lot of ads right now about Tai Chi walking and curious about Tai Chi. So, I thought I would maybe first explain a little bit about Tai Chi and then give you very simple movements that you can use to practice on your own that don't take very much time, but just doing 5 minutes a day can give you lots of different health benefits. And this is actually evidence-based. So Tai Chi, it is an ancient movement system that incorporates mind-body awareness, and it's a martial art. It's one of the oldest. And Qigong are movements that also can be part of Tai Chi. And the series that I'm going to do with you today is just a warm-up. I'm not giving you a whole series because, it's licensed. But I'm going to give you a warm-up, and they do have Qigong movements in there. So all these words, what does it mean? Well, Tai Chi is the physical practice of getting your chi or your life force cultivated. So, we are born with our life force, and the practice of Tai Chi is to strengthen it and to make it flow freely through your body without impedance or without obstruction. And so, yes, it comes from ancient Chinese philosophy and theory, and there's still a lot scholars are digging, to understand the origins exactly. It's imprecise, but there are 5 different styles, and the one I'm going to do with you today is a more modern style. So it's less deep, so easier on your joints, and it's a bit wider of a base of support, so it's easier to be steady on your feet with. So it's very safe for the most part, but of course with any physical activity you do want to check with your doctor and make sure that it's okay for you. But otherwise, as a movement practice, it's very gentle. And so there are 3 main principles about Tai Chi in its effort to cultivate and strengthen your inner life force. And the first is about movement. The movement is slow, continuous flowing. So we're trying to get the movement to be gentle and flowing and very slow and intentional. So there's no rushing. And so that then leads to our body structure. So our body structure is nice and upright. And by being slow and gentle, it also, amongst other things, allows us to really be mindful and aware of our weight transfer. So, transferring your weight from one leg to another with intention, and therefore practicing that gives you more stability on your feet. The upright posture, of course, helps to strengthen your deep muscles that support your skeleton. So, we need strength because the muscles, that's their job, to be strong, to support our skeleton. We also need flexibility. So those muscles need to be able to have length to move freely for the range of motion that they're designed to provide us. So Tai Chi helps to cultivate both that strength and that flexibility. And then at the same time, with the third principle, it's about going interior. So you're connecting your mind to your body and focusing on your inside and what you're feeling and doing, and blocking out and not focusing or being distracted by what's outside. And so that's where that whole mind-body connection comes in. And part of it is the breathing. So the breathing helps you to get more deep inside your body, to relax your nervous system and let go of distractions and focus. It helps to quiet your mind. It helps to quiet the nervous system, so it's more rest, digest. And then to relax your muscles so that you can move more freely with that ease and gentle flow. So notice how all these principles are interconnected. They help each other. And that's where the beauty comes in with the practice. So again, just 5 minutes a day, it can improve your strength, your flexibility, your balance, and also your ability to focus and to relax. So it helps improve, reduce stress and release stress through that principle practice. And then with the breathing, with your, as well as the movement, your blood circulation, oxygenation to your tissues. So it helps you to heal your own body through that practice. We're not talking about in the presence of disease per se, but we're talking about just your overall general well-being and function to help your body to heal and reduce your risk to injury and improve certain diseases like arthritis. Because actually, the series I have a certification in, there's evidence research through the National Institute of Health in the United States, Harvard University, a very large study in Australia not too long ago of 702 subjects, where people who practice Tai Chi just for an hour once a week for 16 weeks reduce their risk to fall by 67%. Now, even if you're not an older adult who is suffering with, unsteadiness when you're moving about on your feet, you still benefit from Tai Chi. So I've been practicing Tai Chi off and on since I was a child. My parents weren't really into it and taught me, and I felt at that young age the benefit of Tai Chi. I felt more grounded and felt more calm, so grounded in myself in more than just a physical sense. And so anyways, I think that Tai Chi is beneficial for anybody at any level, whether age or physical function. So let's begin. Let me move back so we have a little more room. Hana is here, my kitty, Sleeping Beauty. And we're going to start from the neck and work our way down. So find yourself you don't need a lot of space, but about 3 to 5 feet around you where you have room to move freely, unobstructed. Let your feet be under your hips, so just about hip width apart, not too wide because that could be hard on your hip joints too. So we just want to be under our hips so that we have that good natural base of support. Now let your knees and your hips soften. What do I mean by that? Careful not to lock your joints. When you lock on your joints, you're hanging on your ligaments, the connective tissue, instead of letting your muscles support your joints like they're meant to. So soften the knees and hips, relax your belly, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, let your chin just be level to the floor. If this is already challenging for you and you feel unsteady, you can do this seated in a chair. So just go ahead and grab a chair and sit down and do them seated. So let's begin with the neck. We're going to very softly and gently from your shoulders, lifting your arms up in front, bring your hands or fingertips towards your chin. Just touching your chin, not pushing, to give it a reminder to stay here where your neck is nice and long and opening at the base of your skull. So grow a little bit taller. Notice I have some space between my arms and my body so that energy can flow and not be restricted anywhere, trapped in the tight. If we hold tightness, we're restricting the flow of our energy. Now we'll reach our arms out in front. And now lower your head and hands together towards the floor. Everything should be relaxed like wet spaghetti. Let's inhale, lift up. Exhale, grow taller. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, grow taller. Inhale, reach. And exhale, stretch. So we only did 3 repetitions, not too much. Next is for rotation of the neck. We'll bring our fingertips here in front of us, palms facing you, and our fingertips should be about the line of our eyes. Notice how my elbows again are lifted, but my arms are relaxed even though my arms are lifted. I'm going to follow my right hand with my head to rotate to the right. Only go about 70%, so nice, gentle, and slow, following your hand, and then gently come back. Let's inhale as we go out to the side. And exhale, come back. If you want to make it a little more complicated or dancey, not dancey, maybe a little more like more advanced coordination, let's opposite side, come down and block while we bring the other hand out to the side. As you return, that blocking hand comes back up center. And then switch sides. Again, I'm nice and flowing. I'm not holding any tension. Inhale, exhale, come back. Inhale out to the side. Maybe this time our neck is free to go a little bit further. You just approach where there's resistance gently. Observe that resistance. Don't judge or force or push. Just observe it and float back. And each time, maybe you get a little bit more. That's the neck. Let's move to the shoulders. Nice and gentle shoulder rolls. You've done this before. It feels good. Let's make them circular though. It's not up and down. So think of going back, up, forward, and down. Again, my elbows are relaxed. So they bend and rotate as I rotate my shoulders. My hands are relaxed. There's no tension in them. And now let's reverse our circles. You can inhale and exhale. Inhale on the up phase. Exhale on the down phase. One last time. 3 is the charm for each direction. Let's move to our trunk. We're going to take one hand here, the other hand above like you're holding a small ball. The bottom hand is going to rotate down towards the floor as the top hand comes up through our center towards the ceiling above our head. Not way behind us, that will create tension, so slightly up here. Well, it depends also where your range of motion is. But if there's discomfort, don't force it back here. So we're pressing the floor and the ceiling away, growing taller through our spine. Now our hands will rotate to come back down and compress that ball. The underhand goes inside. As that bottom hand goes down, that underhand becomes the top hand and it flips up towards the ceiling to switch. And then rotate to face each other, palm to palm, and come back down. Feel the energy between your hands at all times. This hand comes up, inhale, grow taller, exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift back up, and exhale, come back down. Note if you're feeling yourself being pulled up by your trunk, try not to do that. Let your top be heavy on your bottom. So we're just grounded through our feet. Feel the weight of your body into your feet connected to the earth. Now we're going to take that ball and rotate to the side with our trunk. My pelvis stays still. I'm grounded through my feet and I rotate my spine gently to where I feel a little resistance. And let's slowly turn our ball on its head and come back to our center. Inhale on the way out. Exhale, come back center. Inhale out, and again, maybe you get a little bit further this time. If you don't, that's okay. But sometimes motion is lotion, and as we move, we loosen. Now we want to try to make it flow. So it's not out, turn, in, out, turn, in like a box. Flow round the corners and flow back like a wave. And center. Let's take our arms down to the floor and now behind us to work on the hips. I'm going to switch my weight. Here's where we're getting that weight shifting. So shift your weight to the left. My hands go back. That frees up my foot by shifting to my left to now bring my heel forward. Pass through the center to reverse. Hands come forward, toes go back. If this is too hard on your balance, 1, you could do sitting on a chair. 2, bring your foot down before you switch from front to back. Heel goes forward, hands back. Bring your foot down. Same foot goes back, hands forward. If it's available to you and you want to test your balance or work your balance, keep the foot floating through the air to tap toes. Float back forward to tap heel. But don't be stoic. Know your limits. Work within your limits, sure, but not to the point that you might be unsafe and fall. So make sure if this is hard for you and you want to try that you have something close by for balance. Do this next to your kitchen table or your counter. Something that won't move. Change sides. So I'm going to shift my weight to the right. Left heel goes forward, hands back. Switch, hands come forward, toes go back. Bring your foot down if you need to. Inhale, exhale, return. Nice and slow and flow. Feel the stretch while staying centered. So my limbs are moving away from my center, but I stay grounded in the middle. Last one to the back. Now our weight is even to start. Hands are going to come down to the side, floor. Bring them up to the side as if you're going to try to push the wall away on your right. Shift your weight to the right as you do that. Now stretch the left leg. Feel a little bit of a stretch in your hip. Bring it back into center. Hands come down. Up and over to the other wall on your left side. Think of press and grow taller. Stretch the hip to the right. And come back center. Switch your weight. Inhale, press. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, press. Exhale, come back down. So just 3 times, but let's do that one more time. Inhale, press. Notice I'm not leaning. I'm staying here in my center. And switch. I'm deliberately letting myself feel that weight transfer through my limb on the stance side. Bring your hands down, make little fists, place them in front of your hip bones here, just below. We're going to do the knee next. Shift your weight to the left. Take out your right foot up. We're going to give a little bit of a punch with the opposite foot as you kick with that knee. Careful on the joint so it's just soft and gentle. Again, for balance, you can let your heel rest and bring it in. Shift your weight to the right. Little heel tap, punch. Now if you feel you can do a higher level challenge, you'll bring that foot up in the air. Do a little air kick and bring it down. I recommend sitting into that stance leg, not by leaning over though. Don't let it collapse. Pull up, pull that sit bone down and in, tummy in, and give yourself that little kick. And switch. Pull up, kick. So you can still have a bend even though you're pulling up. What I mean by pulling up is wrap those deep hip muscles on around your seat to lift you from below. So you're not collapsing into that hip even though there's a bend. But again, the other way to do this is with a tap or in a chair. Just your heel will stretch out in front, fist, and switch. Now we're going to add a weight transfer. So that was, notice there's 2 exercises per body part. That was the first one for the knees. The second one is with a weight transfer. You're going to prepare, so shift your weight to the left. I lift my left fist, prepare with my right leg, bring the heel out. I'm going to transfer my weight forward as I punch. Recoil, come back, bring it into center. Switch your weight to the right, prepare the left side. My heel is lifting, my fist is elevated. Out I go. Come back in. And notice I'm doing a heel toe pattern with my foot. My heel goes down, I weight transfer through the foot, my toes come down. Now as I retract, my toes come up, my heel's still on, then I lift it up and come back center. Heel, weight transfer forward, toes come up as I weight transfer back and return. Slow with flow, nice upright posture, letting my joints expand from inside. Let them sing those joints. Don't forget the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. That's slow, the movement. Inhale, exhale. I did more than 3 because it's a lot to dig into with these Tai Chi movements, even though they seem really simple. There's a lot to work on with every little movement. Last one is the ankle. Weight transfer to the left, hand over hand, just below your belly button. We're going to take your right foot, go heel, toe, working the ankle. So making that foot go up and down. And now baby toe, big toe. Make that ankle move side to side. Switch legs. Transfer your weight. Again, you can do this sitting in a chair. Heel, toe on the left. Trying to keep my nice upright posture, but everything relaxed. And now baby toe, big toe. Work that ankle joint. Ankles are so important for our stability. We need to work them to keep them strong and flexible if we want to stay steady on our feet. That is all. From head to toe, you have a Tai Chi warm-up, which is, by the way, from Dr. Paul Lamb's Institute for Health, Tai Chi for Life. And you can find many videos of his. Some are free on YouTube, including the warm-up I just did, but others are not free, which is why I'm not allowed to give that to you. Just the warm-up, though, is a great place to start and can give yourself a nice little practice for 5 minutes a day, benefiting your joints in terms of strength, flexibility, improving your balance, improving your energy, your stress levels, your nervous system level of where you're functioning, all that stuff to make you feel more grounded inside and out and more free to move about in the world and feel like that you're okay and can function. I hope you enjoyed this, and come back to it from time to time. And you can skip ahead, as you get more familiar with it, with the beginning talk, so that you can just go forward and do just the exercise part of it. If you have any questions, reach out at any time, email me. I'm happy to respond, and also to work with you one-on-one if you need that. We can always set up a video session. Okay, bye for now, and I'll see you next month.